My name is Marvin XFiles, and today I will be doing a movie review on Dune Part 2. This is a part two of Dune, and we continue where we left off. Paul Atreides reunites with Channing and the Furman to seek out revenge on the people, on the conspirators who had destroyed his family. Now, Paul Atreides, he's faced with a difficult task, whether he should stay true to his loved one or save the universe. Now, Paul have to stop a terrible future from happening. This is Paul Atreides, and my gosh, this movie, I loved it. I love this movie. I loved it a lot, especially if you read Dune, the book. I felt as if Act One, I knew it. I knew it. It gave a head nod, and to the books, it did. It did it justice. Even though that this is a 2 hour and 30 minutes type of movie, so up in the movie you can't adopt everything and put it up in live action. That's up in the book. It's quite difficult, but overall, this was great. I thought that it was some serious moments in me. I really love the whole Messiah prophet that as it is written. I love that type of stuff. It reminded me of the Matrix, Star Wars. Dune came first, but it reminded me of it, and I really love that type of stuff of a person knowing who they are and they mold themselves into it. I really loved it. I love the action. I love the costume design. I love the futuristics. I love everything. I love everything. And Paul Atreides up in that third act, he was just he Timothy, what's his name? Timothy something. Timothy Shyamalan. I do not know his last name, but he did a good job. He did a good job. Me, it felt believable. His acting, I felt it ooze. I said, "Oh my God, he's actually claiming it. He's claiming it. He's fulfilling that role he has to take on." And I felt it. And also, Stigler is the guy. I'm probably pronouncing his name wrong. I think it's Stigler or Stagler. He was the comic relief in this movie. I did not like that part, but for the casual audience, they have to laugh. I do not know what it is, but these directors have to cater to the casual movie goer who don't know nothing about movies. So they added some humor into it, but it wasn't too much to make it seem as if that yuck. It's it's bad. It's a joke fest. It didn't have too much of that, and also uh, and the Baron nephew, Frida, whatever his Hark, I forgot his name. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he was menacing. I liked his character. He was a threat, and I can tell. And they showed us um 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 he was sitting here to cause destruction and like in mayhem and chaos, and it was all shown up in this movie, and I loved it. I love the guerrilla tactics. I love everything about this movie. It was just fantastic. And my only thing is that I felt that towards the second act it was kind of rushing it, and I was like, all right, I see. And it kind of rushing it. And some things up in this movie I didn't agree with what happened. I felt as if that it was too quick, too sudden. It needs time, more dialogue, and we needed more dialogue. But it was like kind of driven by the action, but it didn't overpower it though. But it kind of did in a way. I say this movie is 60% action and 40% the dialogue, but the dialogue, it was there, but and we could have just had a little bit more of the dialogue, a little bit more of Paul Atreides talking to certain individual who are the opposing team. I felt that it was kind of lacking there. I felt that the action was good. I loved it. The dialogue was kind of off in my eyes. It could have been done a little bit better, but overall, I did enjoy this movie. I really did, man. If you didn't like Dune, the first one, Dune 2, you will like as a casual movie goer, and also if you read Dune, the books, you'll appreciate this more. But for the casual goer, you will really start to enjoy Dune if you haven't read any of the source material. Dune 2 is, yeah, it's for them. It isn't quite for the book readers, I would say, and because it tried to like broaden its audience and cater to people who haven't read the book, and that's okay. That's okay. But I felt as if that, yeah, man, it was missing a lot of things, but I understand. And they can't pack up this book up in this movie. Time has an expiration date. Every movie is like 2 hours, and if they would ever adopt the book up in Dune, I think that it would be better as a television series than a movie. But hey, that's just me. If it needs that Game of Thrones treatment, it needs to be a television series. So yeah, so this movie, it was good. I didn't have any issues. I loved the visuals was great. Costume designs were great as usual. Score was great. IMAX. I seen this up in IMAX and it was fire. It was great. It was spectacular. And if I have to give this movie a grade, I would give it a B plus. Dune Part 2 gets a B plus for me. I want to know you guys' thoughts and opinions in the comment section. And for all of you casual or non-casual moviegoers, Dune 2 is for you. It is for you. It is for me too. I am on book 1, but I felt that as if that it was missing just a little bit of details, but it was cool up in my eyes. But Dune, it gets a B plus for me, and my name is Marvin XFiles. If it doesn't have that stamp, that X, that stamp, it isn't real. It isn't authentic. Marvin XFiles. 2 fingers. Peace out.